David, Boeing announcing a big order for the 737 MAX. Let me show you a live picture from Boeing's offices just outside of Washington, D.C. This is where you will see Dave Calhoun, CEO of Boeing. That is not Dave Calhoun, but he is there with Michael O'Leary, the CEO of Ryanair, and this is what they're announcing. Ryanair is going to be ordering 75 Boeing 737 MAX planes. That means they'll be increasing their total order of MAXes to 210 planes. They're expected to receive the first one probably at the end of the first quarter of next year and then start to ramp up the number of MAXes they have in their fleet. This is important because the MAX has been just decimated by cancellations over the last year. In fact, going all the way through October, Boeing had 448 firm cancellations, and that's not even counting the accounting adjustments, which means they lost more than 1,000 when you factor those in. So as you take a look at shares of Boeing, Carl, you mentioned this earlier, they have taken out that previous high that was set back in June, now trading over $234 a share. And we can't stress enough how important this is for Boeing, the fact that these guys have now gone to one of the most important customers in Europe, and they have been able to secure an order for another 75 MAXes. It's a $9 billion deal, David, but these planes never sell for full list price. They're going for about half of that. So even at $4.5 billion, still a huge deal and an important one for Boeing.
Sure, important just from a confidence standpoint.
Sure.
Phil, just for those of us who've been following the saga, but not like you, minute by minute, I mean, we've got, diminished capacity, obviously, very significantly on airlines around the world, certainly in the U.S., and so not clear exactly where they'd be in terms of ordering new planes. How much was Boeing still manufacturing, or did they stop completely at the 737 MAX? I'm just trying to figure out where things stand.
Yeah, they're manufacturing right now. I would say most people believe, and they haven't put out an official number in terms of what their production rate is, it's probably somewhere in that range of 25 to 30 a month. They're basically building one per day. And remember, the FAA, as part of the ungrounding, they have to issue an airworthiness certificate individually for every plane before it can be delivered. But they're going to gradually ramp up that production. It's nowhere close to where it was before the MAX crashes and before they shut down production. At one point they were up at 57 a month. So they're probably in that range of 25 to 30. David, one other thing. I will be curious to hear the comments of Michael O'Leary for two reasons. One, he is one of the most dynamic leaders in the airline industry worldwide. And two, remember, it was only about 9 months ago when things were just a disaster, more than 9 months ago, things were just a disaster for the MAX getting it back into any sense of when it would be ungrounded. And he said Boeing needs to get its you-know-what together. And he said that during an analyst call. And at the time, people thought, here's somebody finally calling out the company for really dragging its feet in terms of figuring out how to get the MAX fixed. So the fact that they have got him back in the fold, so to speak, and once again ordering a large number of planes, that's huge.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.